what parts of my marketing business can I actually have an agent run for me and just flag or run by me any changes or weird things it's seeing, and just have grow the capacity of every team member of the marketing team.
Hey there, and welcome to a brand new episode of Delivering Marketing Joy. I am your host, Kirby Hossman, and joining me today is a brand new rock star, and this guy gets results. He works with businesses and brands across mobile and digital growth to create engagement that will help them grow their business. He's the COO of Moburst, Lior Eldan. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks, Kirby. It's great to be here.
Yeah. So I want to dive in right now because I was kind of reading up on you, and I'm super curious about this conversation because you work with brands, as I said, on mobile and digital growth every day. What's the biggest shift that you've seen on how customers actually find and choose businesses right now?
Yeah, so I think the biggest shift is probably LLMs, and the fact that the journey many times begins on the LLMs. And even when people are actually searching on Google search, what you get today for the majority of queries is the AI overview. So basically spits out the answer. So rather than getting the 5, 10 links, sponsored links you used to get, you're basically getting the answer. And I think that shifts a lot in terms of how to do marketing in a zero-click world, essentially, where that your customers aren't even getting to your website. Sometimes it kind of shifts the paradigm on how to do marketing.
Yeah. So LLM being the AI model, right? So, and we're hearing a lot about that, about that shift that is going from like SEO to that AI driven discovery, like you were just talking about. So I guess, a lot of people listening to this might be a small or a mid-sized business. So what does this actually mean for that kind of business trying to stay visible?
Yeah, so I think the interesting things that we're seeing about this, it has many acronyms to it: AI, SEO, AEO, GEO,
Yeah.
lots of different words being thrown. But I think the interesting things that we're seeing is that as opposed to SEO, which is primarily around your website, how many links you get, etc., the LLMs look across all your digital footprint. So how obviously, how does your website look? Do you have articles? How's your PR? How's your social? Do you have videos? Do you have podcasts? So it's much wider purview, and I think because they're aggregating all this data, they're basically looking to understand what's the gist of it. What is this business? Is it good? Is it bad? Should we recommend it? How does it stack up against competitors? So I think thinking about the digital footprint at large, not only on your website, but do you have, if you're a local business, do you have a good listing on Google Maps? How's your reviews? LLMs look at that, and customers many times, as part of their kind of ongoing discovery, also ask about, once they found a brand, they ask a bunch of questions on that particular brand. Is it good? Is it trustworthy? And then also, as I mentioned, invest in the broader kind of digital footprint. Put up some content about you. And one other important thing is try to be consistent with how you position your business, because many times, and we see this across small and big organizations, where there's lots of different stuff online. Some position the business as this, the others a bit in a different angle for other stuff, for other services. And again, in a one answer, one zero-click world, you need to be very focused on to have a kind of a cohesive message. So the LLMs find you, they know what you are, and they know how to stack you up against your competitors, basically.
Yeah, that's great advice. And sometimes it's like it can feel like your head is spinning, but I also think that sometimes what you've done in the past to build that digital footprint, if you've done it consistently, can help. Um, so, in every climate, there are businesses that are declining, stagnant, and then there are like high growth companies that are rocking and rolling. So, what are some of those high growth companies? How can we learn from them and steal their homework? What are they doing differently in their marketing right now that the average business owner isn't doing yet?
So I think you probably won't be surprised that it's harnessing AI as an integral part of their marketing stack. So uh, sure, use ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, and the rest. Make sure you optimize for AEO. But I think more than that, think what other, like, especially for smaller teams, but even for big organizations, I think the amount of stuff you can do with AI, if you're thinking about testing your landing pages, or running again concurrent tests on your ads. Basically, you can produce endless taglines, landing pages, ad ideas, but you can also use AI to analyze the results and run much more tests, much more faster uh, than you used to. So that's, I think, kind of the stage one. And obviously, once you get to a good rhythm, then I think going ahead and building agentic flows to do, actually, okay, there's a certain flow here I'm doing in terms of customer support or personalized messaging I give to my customers. Then how can I kind of get that working automated or semi-automated? Maybe there's just a human in the loop to say this messaging looks good, but get into the flow of what parts of my marketing business can I actually have an agent run for me and just flag or run by me any changes or weird things it's seeing, and just have grow the capacity of every team member of the marketing team.
Yeah, I love that, and I just as simple as we've got quite a few different lead magnets out there and different things that we utilize to grow. We actually use Claude to analyze those landing pages, kind of like you suggested at the beginning, and it was eye opening. Like we were like, we're pretty great, and then we had it go through, and we're like, oh yeah, everything that it said was spot on, and we made adjustments to make it more effective. And so I think that's really good stuff. I like that a lot. Okay, so final question for a business owner who wants to make sure they're showing up in this AI first world. What's the most practical thing they can start doing, like right now, this week?
So it's actually a simple but pretty eye-opening exercise. I mean, think about how your customers might find you, and go ahead to ChatGPT, Gemini, what your preferred LLM, and ask the prompt. If you don't come up, just ask the LLM, hey, like, why has brand X? Why are you not recommending them? Uh, and it's very interesting to see. It might be,
Mm,
hey, like, you're not coming up in this. I didn't understand that this business does X, or I see here some negative publicity or negative
okay.
reviews, and I think that can highlight on what is the most important. They'll just spit it out to you. What's top of mind for the LLM, and what do we need to do in order to improve that? That, I think, is the
I
ground
love
level.
that.
And then obviously on top of that, there's so much more to do. But just to understand, like, why are we missing out? Just ask the LLM why, and it'll just tell you point blank.
It's like the current version of Google yourself, right? Like
Yeah,
that is
exactly.
it's so simple. It's a great idea, and I'll be honest, I have not done that, so I'm almost that's like white knuckling. I'm afraid to know what I'm about to find out, but that's a
You'll
great
be
idea. I
surprised. Let me
like it
know
a lot.
what you find out. It's interesting.
I love it. I love it, Lior. This is really good. Can you tell us a little bit about more where we can find you or learn more about you?
Sure. So I'm online, LinkedIn. I'm on X, though I'm not that active. And yeah, try to post primarily on LinkedIn and our company blog around AEO, around how to implement AI in an organization, which we're doing a lot of work in. So happy to discuss with anyone that has interest in those subjects.
That's awesome. Well, Lior, this has been really fun. I already know what I'm going to be doing this afternoon based on this conversation. So thank you so much for taking the time. This has been fun. We'll do it again. Okay.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap up this edition of Delivering Marketing Joy. We'll see you next time. Delivering Marketing Joy.